Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna go ahead and start the reading. I'm just taking it easy right now. Hi, hi. Taking it easy. The reading easy right now. Just getting things together. I'm gonna cut this light off because it's bright for me. So. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. I know Saturdays, people are chilling, relaxing, doing what they gotta do, right? But why the fuck not? We're gonna hop into this reading. I feel it'll be very informative for us all. Take some time out to really focus on what matters, right? So yes. All right. So, send my love to you. Send my love to you. That's my good peoples I know back in Atlanta. Stefan Ringer, really dope music. I'm a house head, so I love it. So, we're gonna run through the eclipse that is going to be happening this Monday around 11:15 in the morning. I think it's like 11:14 a.m. our time, and then also the conjunction, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So let me turn this down a little bit. So thank you everyone who's tuned in for the past lives. It's been, I don't know if people have been feeling this way, but I've been feeling hella, when I mean hella fucking emotional, hella fucking emotional. I fucking hate it because my Scorpio sun is my Scorpio moon is bitch, why? What's going on? Right? And I've just been feeling so overwhelmed just emotionally, but it's been a breakthrough for me, right? And I've been so happy to this is a little foggy. I don't know why. It's been good. Just to sit with my emotions and sit with myself. The shadow work business is no fucking joke. So shout out to those who are doing shadow work because this shit is not easy, right? So for all those that do not know, we have a solar eclipse coming up on Monday, the 14th. The week after that, there is going to be a conjunction Saturn and Jupiter in the sign of Aquarius. Hi. So, this is I'm going to be breaking down how these transits are going to be affecting us. I'm going to be pulling some cards so you can just get a little bit feel what's going on, right? I put my glasses on, y'all, because, you can't see any shit without glasses. Okay. So, we'll tell a little bit more. Let me just live there. Okay. Turn this down a little bit. So with this solar lunar eclipse that is happening on Monday, there's a couple of things we need to be mindful of. There's also some major transits that are going to be happening as well. So just to be on the lookout for that. First and foremost, during this, I don't know if people have been feeling this, I've been feeling a lot more connected to spirit, and also my ancestors and any other guides that have been providing for me between the last eclipse that happened in June, which I believe was a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So this eclipse that's happening on Monday is in alliance, it's aligning with the eclipse that happened in June. So think back to June 30th, what was going on around that time. This will give you a little bit of insight into what to expect going forward, okay? And that was also in the sign of Sagittarius. I believe it was a solar eclipse. This one is a lunar one. Okay? So that's just a little heads up. So for those that are trying to figure out what's going on, that's why. Okay? So just be mindful that our frequencies are going to be tapped in deeper during this eclipse. And in between eclipses too, my ancestors have been on me they've been on me. Like literally to the point where I'm like, yo, I need relax. They're like, what's relaxation? What is that? And I'm like, oh wow, say less. So also too with this eclipse, and like the past eclipse, I experienced mad ascension symptoms. They call it like, it's like flu-like symptoms. It's something that they call ascension. All right. And this is when you start connecting more with the universe, connecting sport. This one is going to be a lunar eclipse. The one that happened June 30th was a solar eclipse in the exact same sign. Okay. So, this is new beginnings for all of us, right? But this is new beginnings for all of us, but we have to be mindful. Will we be ready to accept them when it happens? How open are we to accepting this, right? Because I feel like a lot of times with eclipses, it calls for new beginnings, right? The lunar is all about me. When I think of it, it's all about exposing like what needs to be seen, what needs to be done, new opportunity. But a lot of the times we may not be ready for it, and spirit sometimes gives us a test, right? And with Sagittarius energy, with eclipses, it moves very fast. This energy is very fast. It's very fleeting. Okay. I feel with the lunar that happened, and I believe that was in Gemini, it's been a little bit dragged out. And I feel this is why people have been feeling the way that they're feeling. The energy has been kind of like intense. Like literally, I just been breaking down, just crying out of the blue. And I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why am I crying? Right. And, it's, sorry, not June 30th, it's June the 5th. June the 5th was the eclipse. Sorry, I'm thinking of a different one. June the 5th was the eclipse that happened, which was in the sign of Sagittarius. Okay. So, another interesting thing about this eclipse, right, is that Mercury, the planet Mercury, is going to be like how when the eclipse happens, is going to be near the planet, like the degree of when the eclipse happens is going to be near the planet Mercury, okay? And Mercury was communication. And it's interesting because Mercury and Sagittarius energy, like I said, things are moving very fast. You're going to be very, very quick communication. Things are going to be coming at you very fast. I'm feeling like for a lot of us, it could be downloads. This could be information. This could be opportunities. Things that we might be waiting to receive is going to be very quick and out of the blue. You go like, what the fuck? Like things are going to be happening out of the blue. You have to be ready for it, right? So once again, the eclipse that happened June the 5th, I believe, was a solar eclipse in the same sign of Sagittarius, not the 30th. I meant the 5th. Sorry. So my apologies about that. I was thinking of another time of the year. Okay. So, whatever it is that you are thinking during this eclipse, be mindful of your thoughts during an eclipse because it will be amplified. So whatever you put out there, it will be projected even more, and it may not be the results that you want if you're thinking adversely, right? Everything that's happening during this eclipse will be amplified, okay? Now, this will also enhance our connection with spirit, enhance our connection with our ancestors, enhance our connection with any other sources out there that we have connection to. So, like I said, be mindful of your thoughts going into this weekend, into the lunar eclipse on Monday. All right. Like I was feeling kind of down like the past few days. I've been doing a lot of shadow work, and it's been very cathartic for me. So now I'm in a better place. I had to do some ancestral work, and now I'm like, okay, I can breathe a little bit better now. So that's been my thing with the lunar eclipse going into this energy. All right. And to be mindful about Sagittarius energy, they're always learning. They're always wanting to seek. They're always wanting to find. They're eternal students of the zodiac. They're always wanting to learn something, always wanting to pick up on things. So this will also be learning lessons for things for us to take with us in the future, right? Even in the near future. So just be mindful of that with this eclipse, all right? So also too, to note, This solar eclipse is also really close to the South Node, which is in Sagittarius, right? So you have North Node and you have South Node. And in astrology, your North Node deals with the lessons you need to learn currently, whereas your South Node deals with the lessons of karma from the past. So for a lot of us, we've been so quick to be impulsive, just move how we want to move. And this is really going to be amplified too. So if you need to move how you need to move, just be aware of how you're moving during this eclipse, right? So be mindful. This South Node energy is going from, it started May the 5th of this year, and it ends in 2022. It's going to end January the 18th of 2022. So this is going to be a long transit. So there's going to be a lot of learning lessons for a lot of us. I feel like a lot of us are going to be picking up on spirituality, learning more about spirituality, getting downloads via spirit. Like there's going to be like a lot of messages. Like I've been like literally just, that's all I've been fucking doing. I'm literally sitting here like all day today. I stretched, I meditated, I've been reading, talking with my Iya. Like it's just been like nonstop for me learning today and just gravitating, because like I have a feeling that that's going to be my work going forward, is like teaching community. So I'm thinking farther ahead, and I think also with this energy it's all about thinking ahead, communicating that too, communicating your desires, communicating your needs. So let's just be mindful of that also during this eclipse. Like whatever it is that you want to put your mind to during this eclipse and you say it, it's going to happen. Just heads up. All right. So I'm going to talk about some transits that are going to be happening and how that is going to affect us during this eclipse, right? Excuse me, y'all. Okay, so the first one is the Sun conjunct with the Moon. So Sun is in Sagittarius, the Moon will be in Sagittarius. Right? Anything that you are wanting to, any ideas, feelings, thoughts are on the table right now. Like Sagittarian is all about straight up, this is what it is. What, like they're very straightforward. So whatever it is you need to do and to put out, put it out. Don't let fear overcome you, right? And set intentions that are tangible, okay? Because we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. Because with this eclipse energy too, it can be very overwhelming if you don't get the results that you need. And some people might not take it well. So, just saying. Okay? So we also have the solar energy of this eclipse, the Sagittarius. It was also conjunct with Mercury, which I believe is also in Sagittarius right now, because I think it's out of Scorpio, or it may still be in Scorpio going into Sagittarius. But nonetheless, this is the ability to be quick with your thinking and on your feet, getting things out, being aligned. Like everything is going to be on time, okay? This is a wonderful time to share ideas, a wonderful time to share energy, a wonderful time to get whatever it is you need to get off the ground. Okay, making plans, negotiating, renegotiating if you need to. Okay, so if something didn't work out the first time, this would be the time to do it. All right. So remember, conjunctions, like they work together, like they're together. Yep, it is Saturn Mercury. So I was right, because I know it was in Scorpio at one point. I think it just, I think it just came out maybe like a week and a half ago. That's what it is. So thank you for that. So the solar eclipse energy is going to be trine with Mars. And anybody knows about trines and astrology is forming a 30-degree angle. And because they're both fire signs, so the eclipse energy is in Sagittarius, the trine is Mars, which is Mars and Aries, right? This is going to be a boost in our energy, a boost in confidence, us feeling like rejuvenated, revived, like I'm ready to go, right? Like I feel like this eclipse is going to be good. I don't feel like this eclipse is going to be as intense as people making it. We're going to talk about the conjunction in a minute, because these memes have been sending me to Black Jesus and back to the early sun, to my ancestors, because the shit has had me screaming and laughter. like Twitter and like y'all just be having me dead on the bed, okay? But we're going to talk about that in a minute. So this is going to be a wonderful time to set new goals and start new projects. So if there's something that you want to collaborate with folks, or start with folks, and be mindful of the people that you're also around during this time, because these are the people that you're going to have to carry with you into the next 6 months. So any eclipse energy where you're formulating ideas with people, these people need to be on the same track as you, on the same alignment as you. If they're not on the same alignment, it's not going to work. Just gonna keep it a buck. Okay, you need people in your life who are gonna be very intentional, who are ready to move forward, who are ready to do things, and be very like, look, okay, you doing this? Okay, cool. I got this. Let's do this. Let's collaborate. Da 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 da. Like, it needs to sync. If it does not sync, do not waste your fucking time. Do not waste your time doing it. Do not waste your time even trying to formulate how you're going to get this together. If it's not meant to work, it's not meant to work, right? With this, okay? Another opportunity to impress folks, right? And also to strong sexual energy because of this Aries, right? Like the Aries is very impulsive, very like to initiate things, right? Whereas the Sagittarian is like, tell me what you want. And then Aries is like, I can tell you what I want. You know what I mean? So sexual energy is going to be very strong also during this time. All right. So we have a square that is happening. And usually squares, it's not that they're bad. They're just a little bit inconvenient. So they kind of go like this. So when I think of squares, I think of this. Trine, I usually think of this. Conjunct, I think of like coming together like this, right? So the solar eclipse, which is in Sagittarius, is going to square with Neptune, which is in Pisces. And I do believe Neptune and Pisces went direct. It was in retrograde, and I believe it went direct. So for many of us, we could be feeling out of it, lazy, insecure. Please be mindful of not being involved in any bullshit that ain't got shit to do with you, because this shit could be very messy. If it ain't got shit to do with you, don't speak about it in public. If there's people you need to talk to about it in private, do that in private, because if not, your shit's gonna get ugly fast. A lot of people's reputation will be on the line if you get involved in this shit. Just, if it's public, don't mention, don't say nothing. Just let shit rock. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So just be careful of scandal, treachery, and illness. All right. So for those who are in African traditions and diasporic traditions, I just found this out, like just the brevity of everything. Someone who many people know in the community, and how they have caused harm to Black women and femmes. And the fact that many Black women and femmes are being silenced is not cool. But every dog has its day. And with this eclipse energy, the hole's about to get bigger. So I send my love to all Black women and femmes who have been affected with multiple incidents that have happened, because people are full of shit, and I'm sorry that people have to go through this and deal with this. So that's that. So another one is Mercury squaring Neptune. Mercury is in Sagittarius. Neptune is in Pisces. All right. So many of you all are going to be feeling kind of out of whack with your thinking, not feeling focused, right? Similar energy to the previous one, but this can complicate matters if you're not clear with, especially in regards to emotions. This could also be like, if there's something you need to do it. Be clear and concise about it. Don't muddle with it, because it can become very what's the word? It can be misconstrued, and you don't want that energy going into the eclipse, right? So let's just be mindful of that. That's another thing. So that is going to be the energy for the eclipse. Okay? Now then, first of all, this Saturn-Jupiter conjunction that's happening in Aquarius, the memes I have seen about Black folks getting their superpowers, the shit is sending me to Jesus. Like, the shit has had me dead on the bed. I'm like, why y'all like this? They said Hotep X-Men. I cried tears. Like, the memes are hilarious. Like, Black Twitter is funny. Fuck what y'all think. I don't care. Black Twitter is funny as shit. You need to look it up. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. So apparently, like, a lot of people saying, oh, this conjunction is like, we're going to elevate and stuff like that. We're going to get into that in a minute. I'll talk about that in a second. There's some very interesting transits that are happening also with this one. And this is actually on the 21st. So it's a week after the eclipse. So we're still sitting on this eclipse energy, and then the conjunction happens. Now, I believe the conjunction is going to happen in the evening. And apparently this happened, Black Twitter is so the shit, okay? This conjunction happens every 19 years. However, it will be visible in the sky. And it hasn't been visible, I think, like since the Middle Ages. So if you can get out and see it, please go and see it. Now, anybody, I'm learning more about astrology. I study astrology too, but I also do other divination work. I do like with, tarot, oracle, playing cards, all that stuff. One thing people will tell you when it comes to particular like planetary, like how they're stationed, the conjunctions, all that stuff, there's usually major events that happen. So the last time this happened, a president died. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And you can look it up yourself. Like, this is like out. You can look it up on Google. I'm just putting it out there. So don't say I didn't say anything. It's not just me, because I'm being a conspiracy theorist. Like, and a lot of people also don't know that with with Saturn, that was in Capricorn, and Jupiter in Capricorn, this was also around the same time, I believe, as the Spanish flu. So people don't believe in astrology, but when these stars align and hit, shit be making sense. Like, it's literally the exact same transits that happened. Okay? And also, I think Uranus and Taurus dealt with Uranus and Taurus, I believe, dealt with the stock market crashing and the depression. And Uranus and Taurus is going to be in transit for a few years. I believe until 2020, I think it's 2026, I believe. So it's going to be in transit for a while. So I'm just letting you, I think it's 2024 or 2026. I can't remember. I know it's like after 2020. I want to say that it's 2024 because I keep getting the year 2022 when shit's really about to hit the fan. I don't know why that keeps popping up to me. 2022 when shit's really about to hit the fan. Like, shit's like borderline like wild right now, but 2022 shit's about to hit the fan. But that's a whole other story. So let's talk about this great conjunction. I think it is 2025. Yeah, I think it is 2025. I can't remember if it's 2024 or 2025, but I know like these next few years are going to be very intense for society and as a collective. But the beauty about Uranus and Taurus is that it unites communities. It unites people. And yeah, it's a very interesting transit. People sleep on particular transit because like Uranus to me is already an intense energy, right? And it's very unexpected. Whenever I think of Uranus, it's like very unexpected, and when it moves how it wants to move, and it's very slow moving on top of that. And then also in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is Venus, so it deals with our relationships, it deals with our finances, it deals with our stability as well. A lot of people don't understand that. But Venus is also, unlike Mars, which is one fighter for like with war and stuff like that, Venus deals more with our relationships to other people. And also deals with the internal conflicts that we have. So it's a very interesting sign. So it is 2026. Okay, so I was right. So 2026. Thank you. So this Saturn and Jupiter conjunction in Aquarius is happening on the 21st, a week after the eclipse. All right. So like I said, when this transit happened the last time, a president died in office. So, For those who have Saturn or Jupiter in Aquarius as a, like, in your chart, like in your birth chart, if you do your natal chart, it pretty much is someone who is strong-willed and determined and likes to be successful, okay? And it can also make you very impatient, and also you're quick to temper, because if things don't go your way, that's when the temper hits. And I believe that's that Saturn energy, because you want things to be a certain way and it doesn't work. The Jupiter is all about you seeing the new opportunities, but the Saturn is like all over the place. It can be chaotic when it's not controlled. So this is why this energy for this transit is very important. All right. So Jupiter conjunct Saturn, like, this is the opportunity for growth and good fortune, right? This is a new phase. So this is a new beginning. Like, I feel like this is like the slate is wiped clean for going forward. Like, the slate is wiped clean. It's in Aquarius. This is all about new opportunities, new energy, new things that we want to achieve, right? And this is forcing us to move higher. We can't go backwards anymore. You cannot go backwards anymore. Capricorn energy, like, it's all about the structures that are already in place. Whereas Aquarius energy is like, nah, we're not having that. Like, shit's got to change. This ain't the move. This is not the move. Okay? You have to do the work and be ready when things start to come to you. All right? And if there are any obstacles coming your way, deal with them accordingly. Handle these things accordingly. All right? You know, our fears, our inhibitions, you know, how we're feeling too much responsibility, like, this is going to be a major theme during this transit. So many of us are going to be forced to face our fears, face our inhibitions. You know, if there's a job that's not fulfilling us, some of us might just be like, yo, I'm out. I don't want to do this no more. It's kind of like an awakening of sorts, right? Some of y'all maybe feel like you're doing too much or being too responsible for things you should not be responsible for. You be like, yeah, I'm not doing this. This is basura. I'm not doing this. Get this shit out my fucking face. I'm not doing it, right? And you're wanting freedom. You're claiming freedom. You're wanting prosperity. You will get prosperity. If you do the work and do what you're supposed to do and break. This is why I'm telling all of my clients, like, the theme that has come up for my clients when I've been doing readings for my clients has been shadow work. Y'all need to do your shadow work. I'm not going to keep reminding y'all, because the more you don't do it, the harder it is for you to move forward. The harder it's going to be for you to focus on what it is that you need in order to fulfill your destiny. You want to move forward, but you're not doing the work. Guess what? You ain't getting shit. Congratulations. Like, you want a cookie so you can move forward? No, do the shit yourself. Okay? For some of us, we could be getting a lucky break. And this could be with either business or a dream that we've been working on, something we've been working on, a dream or an aspect of a dream. We could be getting a lucky break. So probably people will be helping us around this time. If they see that you've been doing the work, you're going to be getting assistance. All right. And like I said, this hasn't been visible since the Middle Ages. So this is going to be a very interesting transit. Now, I'm going to go through using my tarot cards for each one so you can see a little bit how things are working. All right. So Moon in Sagittarius. I want y'all to see what this is. Moon in Sagittarius is the Nine of Wands. Okay. Now, the Nine of Wands, whenever I think of the Nine of Wands, I think of someone who is vulnerable because they've been battling, they've been fighting, they're taking everything in, they're dealing with all the things that have been coming at them left and right. They've been fighting, right? They're waiting for a chance, a new opportunity. Because things have been coming at them like boom, 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 boom. Now they're going to have a new opportunity, but they're worn the fuck out. They're worn the fuck out from battle. They've been battling. I don't know if you can see it there. They've been battling. And now it's like, all right. Yeah, you got me. What's up? Let's go again. Let's go. Let's go, ho. Let's go. Let's go. You want to fight me, ho? I heard you want to fight me. Like, it's like that type of energy. And they're like, didn't you just get your ass beat up? You're like, I don't care. Let's go, ho. They're like, but you just got your ass beat. You're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm ready. Like, you're still learning. You're still getting up. You're still doing what you need to do. You're still out here getting it despite the obstacles, despite everything that's coming at you. Congratulations. Cute. All right. So, let's see here. We're going to do Mercury and Sagittarius. So you can understand why things are coming at, like you can understand energy of the readings, right? And why I do them. Mercury and Sagittarius is the Eight of Wands. We can see this kind of blurry, but there we go. Person's on a motorcycle. They're riding fast. Things are moving very fast. It's literally, I told y'all it's going to be very boom, 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 boom. Things are going to be coming at you fast. It could be communications. It could be words. It could be actions. It could be thoughts. Anything. Downloads too. So for some of us, if we're doing spiritual work, downloads are going to be coming to us during this eclipse. So we got to be ready. It might be overwhelming, but you'll be ready for it. Okay? Mars and Aries. Mars and Aries is the Two of Wands. A lot of fire energy, right? So like I said, with this, I think it was, which one was it? I think it was the, go back here. Yes. So this is going to be the moon energy with this one. You see here how this person, this is the moon. Let me put it this way. There we go. This is the moon, right? And this is the Mars, right? So with this energy, see how this person's like, look, I'm tired, I'm worn out, but you know what? I don't know where I'm going to be or what's going to happen, but I'm ready for it. And how it comes is how it comes. All right. Let's see here. Neptune and Pisces, the Hanged One. I have it here. Hanged One. Okay. Hanged One. Pisces. Neptune is ruling it, so Neptune and Pisces. Right? So the Hanged One is someone who feels very trapped, uncertain, stuck, but they have an idea of how, like, what to do and how to get out of this, but they're not sure how to move about it. All right? So that is that. Saturn and Aquarius. That was about conjunction, right? Oh, this is the moon. Actually, we're going to hold that up because we need to see this. So I want y'all to understand this moon energy before I get into the other one, the star. So the moon energy is all about our fears, of the subconscious, things that we have been weighing on emotionally, spiritually, however this works for us, right? So this moon energy with this eclipse, right? This new moon energy, whatever fears that we have, we need to let them go. The moon is, I feel like this moon energy is going to test us. But the beauty of it is that it shows us what it is that we need to work on. And I think this is beautiful. And you see here how the two are looking up at the moon, and this whoever this hoe is, like, I'm coming out from the water, I'm gonna get both y'all asses. They don't see it coming. And I think this is something that you may have to reckon with yourself. This could also be with others as well. This is emotional malady. You got to come to terms with it. Okay? But I do feel with the star card here for back to the conjunction. This is Saturn in Aquarius. Because, you know, Aquarius, you know, Saturn, you know, just, you know, it's just beautiful. This is all about us pouring into ourselves, remaining positive, knowing that there is hope, knowing that we do have the ability to start again, start anew. You see here how they're like naked? It's like they're not sure, they're vulnerable, but they're willing to start anew because they're being guided by spirit. Whenever I see this reminds me of spirit. And it's like 7. See 7? The 7 stars. And then you have that main star in the middle. This is spirit. Spirit guides are guiding us. And no matter how vulnerable we may be, we're receptive to it because we're taking that in. All right? So, hope that made some sense. Oh, I forgot to show you also, too. This is Sagittarius. Temperance. Temperance is all about divine timing. Divine timing, things working out, having order, and being patient. Okay? So that is the reading for what's going on Monday and the following Monday. Right? Now then, I gotta do this. Where's my babies? Where's my babies? Where's my babies? They over here somewhere. Where my babies at? I'm gonna have my sweater over here early. My babies over here somewhere. They over here somewhere. I'll find it in a little bit. Anyways, because I wanted to do the they're here. Where are they? Here they are. Okay, cool. So we're gonna see what messages people have. People, aka spirit guides, aka ancestors, aka my ancestors, aka everybody else's ancestors, with my wig snatching deck. Thank you everyone who's bought the deck. It's sold out for the year. Orders I already paid for the order, so once I get the email that it's processed, they'll give me a shipping number, and then your cards will be on the way. So I'm probably gonna do like a fundraising campaign because it's expensive. These cards are expensive as shit. So if you have bought the deck and you like it, please. If you bought the deck and you like it, please rate it on Etsy. Like I said, I'm sold out for the year. I'm happy that my deck sold out. Still like, oh my gosh. And yeah. So, oh, whoa. Like out the gate. Spirit's already out the gate. The energy. Sagittarius already out the gate. What? Oh, Lord. Spirit's already out the gate. I haven't even drawn like for like the signs yet. I'm gonna have to do another one for the signs. So look, my deck sold out. Right. Like the deck, you already know about this deck. Anybody who has my deck knows how my deck is. So I spoke about the transits that are happening. This will be on YouTube. This will not be on my IG, by the way. So if you want to view it, it will be on YouTube. So let's see here. Look, I don't be doing this. Spirit be doing this. Yo, and the Sagittarius energy is very woof. Like it's very intense. I'd be like, wow. So y'all don't want to. I thought y'all want to wild out in front of people. Let's wild out. Let's go. Egungun, let's go. Egungun, let's go. Right? That Sag energy is intense. It's very intense. I'm going to put this one because they said put this one. And then, bruh. So the overall energy, I don't make this up on God. Like, I really don't. Like, y'all think I be doing this deck and just be drawing cards I don't be drawing cards. The next 6 months are going to be very pivotal for the collective, okay? So, whenever people don't realize about eclipses, people are like, oh, it's like a month or two. No, eclipses last for a while. The energy lasts for a while. And with these two eclipses back to back, it's going to be for like a good 6 months, the energy that's carrying with this. So be mindful of that. Just letting y'all know, it's not just me, it's spirit. Okay? So, first and foremost, spirit wants us to know that with this Sagittarius energy, we have to be ready. We have to learn. We have to adapt. We have to do whatever it is we need to do in order it is to get what we want. And one thing I can say about Sagittarian folk, when they are aligned, they are hard working as fuck. They're very intentional and they're very patient, but they will do the work when it is necessary, right? The ones I know that are out here doing this work and are intentional about it. Like they get shit done. Sagittarian folk, the ones I know that are really about that life, they get shit done. I fucks with y'all. I fucks with Sagittarian folk who are aligned. Keyword, who are aligned. Because I've met some and they dusty. They just dusty and raggedy. Anyways, the second card is Aquarius Independent. This is calling for us to literally be yourself, be aware of yourself, but to also take initiative. Remain positive. It's like the star card. Remain positive. Remain ready. Ready for whatever comes your way because you are positive. You are light. You are hopeful. You are remaining hopeful. And this is really fucking dope, right? Whatever the Sagittarius fights the energy too, this is the season. This is the season. I'm hearing this is the season for you to break the fuck out. This is the season for you to break the fuck out. Leo dynamic. There's something about you that stands out. Honor that. Push that to the forefront during this eclipse. Is there something that you know that you're really good at, you're really passionate about, you're really like it warms your heart and makes you happy? Do that shit. Because the next 6 months are going to play a pivotal role in that. Whatever it is that you put your mind to now, the next 6 months of shit is about to blow up for you. Okay? Because according to that, you got to unite some ideas. You got to unite some ideas. Because there's a lot of things you're going to have to let go of. And this could possibly, more than likely, be your thinking. How you communicate. Because according to that, is Gemini versatile. So some of y'all, how you're communicating with yourselves, how you communicate with others, it ain't working no more. You've been in a pattern that has not been helpful to you, that has not been fruitful for you. And now you're being forced to get out of that shit. You're being forced because it's the truth. It's real. It's time for you to start birthing new things, birthing new ideas, bringing new things and new ideas to the world, and be about that shit. Be about that shit. That's what that eclipse energy is saying, okay? So let's see what the conjunction energy is. Child. I was not ready for that one, but that's dope. That's dope. We like to see it. So let's see what the conjunction energy is. I know okay, so don't judge me, y'all, random thoughts. So, like, I'm learning not to be so sedentary, so I've been doing a lot of stretching. This will be on YouTube, yes. I've been doing a lot of stretching, a lot of, like, meditation work, also a lot of movement via, like, house dance, because I do dance as well. Is that a workout? Does that count as working out? Because I'm really hard on myself a lot of the times because, one, like, traditional workouts just doesn't work for me. And my body's like, bitch, what is this? So I've been doing a lot of stretching, and that's actually been helping tremendously. Okay, cool. Truth. So this is the reality that needs to be faced. Okay, cool, cool. I'm happy. Yes. Oh, okay. So some of y'all might be dealing with coming to grips with an ending during this conjunction. Taurus, beauty and art. Okay. Overall energy is illness. Now, I'm feeling for some of you all, this could be dealing with a state of mind. Something that you have been putting a lot of negative thought into, and you need to release that. You need to release it. Exercise. You need to release it. You need to release that. You need to let that go. And I feel like whatever the truth is, it's freeing for you. And you need to let go of any ideas that may be hindering your truth and embrace what it is that that you need to embrace, right? Taurus, beauty and art. Whenever I think of this energy, I always think of the card that represents, it's the archetype in tarot, which is the Hierophant. This is being committed to what brings us happiness, what brings us joy, our spiritual commitment. So for a lot of us, this can be us remaining a lot more, being more committed to our truths, right? And more committed to how we move in those spaces. Taurus is earth energy too, so it's remaining grounded. Like some of us may not be feeling like we realize, maybe we're coming to a relationship that we're not as grounded as we should be. And we need to let go or terminate the idea that that is the truth, because it's not the truth. We need to find new ways of expressing, new ways of appreciating, right? So I feel that is the conjunction energy for the collective, which is on the 21st. So if you missed most of the reading, this is going to be on YouTube. I'm not repeating because a lot of times spirit just has me going and I won't be remembering and looking at those notes. I'm like, I can't go back on that. So we're going to do, let's see here. We're going to do grandma babies, and then part 2, I'm going to do a part 2. So the part 2 will be for all the signs. This is just a collective one, and then we're going to do one for the signs. So if you miss it, this will be up on YouTube. All right. Take a little break and then hop back on at 11. I hope that makes sense, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. You could be doing so much more on Saturday, and you're here with me. So happy. Yes, so let's see. Come on, spirit. All right. 2 cards. Interesting. Wow. Fox. I believe the fox energy, oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8. Many of us are breaking chains, breaking generational trauma, breaking trauma bonds, breaking so many boundaries that no longer serve us, right? And there's a new stage that is happening in your life, and this is for the conjunction. Because I didn't do one for the, this is going to be for the conjunction and for the eclipse, all right? It's going to be for both. This is going to be a new stage for you in your life, about a new start, a new beginning. And you're going to be shedding, things are going to be aligning with you during these 2 transits, right? And there's a level of healing that many have never seen from you before. And it's going to be very noticeable. Very noticeable. The fox, when it's a leader, it goes on its own, right? So you've been doing this journey on your own and with ancestors and healers and people like healers, like spiritualists who are about this work, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have the 6 of spades. Yeah, 6 of spades. And this is all about us coming to conclusion about what it is that we need to set boundaries with, right? And don't ever feel like your needs are last. You are not the sacrifice. You are an altar too. You know that, right? You are an altar. You have to believe that and know that and feel that, because ancestors want you to. And set better boundaries in your relationships, because some of y'all are struggling with that, and I think this is why it's been hard for you to heal. It's been hard for you to gain traction in that. It's been hard for you to break habits, right? And that's also really important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Y'all got a lot of 8s here, so this is like reciprocity. What are y'all doing? Like, what you're getting, what you're putting out, you're getting back. Like, is that what it is? Like, y'all can't be doing that to yourselves. We need quality over quantity. Come on. All right. So ancestors are asking you right now, like, do you ask them for help outside of the spaces that are available to you and them? And you have to sit with that and think about that. This energy also calls for us to for us to like be mindful of our dreams. Write down your dreams, because spirit gives you messages through your dreams. And I feel like a lot of us miss those messages because we're so focused on the physical. Like, oh, we had a dream, blah, 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 da, 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 da. He's like, do you remember the dream? And you're like, nah. Whatever bits and pieces you remember your dream is going to be very pivotal going forward for these next 2 weeks, right? And the testimony card is the last card. This is all about us shouting in victory, because I feel like many of us are now starting to align ourselves with our purpose. We're learning to heal. We're learning to guide ourselves. We're learning to set boundaries. We're learning to do all these things that we haven't done. And this is what ancestors are calling on us to do. Okay. I love this deck. I just fucking love this deck. It's such a dope ass deck. It's just, it's so fucking dope. So, let's do sacred symbol, and then I'm gonna do the signs in the next one, the next live, and then I'm going night night. I'm going night night, night night. So please do tune back in at 11. I'm gonna do this real quick and then come back on at 11. All right, what are the messages here? Well, Psychic. 48. This is 3. So 3 is all about us aligning, right? Like I said, between the eclipse and this conjunction, you're going to be getting a lot of messages about growth. You're expanding right now in your life, and many of us are not realizing that because we're not grounded. And Spirit is telling us you need to ground yourself. You need to ground yourself. You need to align yourself, because they're here with you. They love and they're protecting you. But are you willing to do the work? Like I said, are you willing to do the work when the time comes? When the opportunities come, are you willing to do the work? Because they're wanting you to do the work. And I feel like for many of us, we have not been aligning. And also, too, what I'm hearing here, good fortune is coming. There's an ending. There's an ending to something where you may have not felt like you were protected or guided. There's a new beginning that's coming, and we just have to be ready for it. So that is the reading for the collective. I'm going to do the one for signs at 11. I'm going to hop back on. I'm just going to grab some water and then come back on. So please tune in. You better tell a friend and tell a friend, tell a friend, because I'm going to do all the signs, give all the tea. And yeah, so I will see you all in like 7 minutes. Okay. Bye, y'all.